Welcome, everyone. I hope you are enjoying your initial steps, little small steps to soul care. Each week of the last 3 weeks, we've begun by creating soft, intentional spaces. In week 1, we found a space that felt comfortable. We just spent 5 minutes there. 5 minutes a day, breathing slowly and calmly into that space. In week 2, we found an opportunity to take that calm, cozy, safe sensation and open it up into the inner realms. Week 3, knowing that often what we are faced with, what we are working with in life feels challenging, can feel like we're trying to figure something out. We created a little bit of strength and intention through pranayama. Finding that energy within the self to expand that safe, secure place to be with things that feel difficult without running or numbing or solving. Simply being with, allowing, and cultivating a space of presence with what's joyful and equally with what feels challenging or hard. Today, we're going to go, what I like to say, back to the basics. The reasons that we've built these things in small steps is that we meditate so that we can meditate. It is a practice that requires a little bit of development. And so much of the time we try and take on something really big, feel like we don't really understand it, give up after a few days. The premises of being within our inner wisdom, listening deeply to ourselves, comes from a series of steps and practices that are reproducible and not overwhelming. A safe space that will be undisturbed. And that space can be created in a way that feels intentional. The ability to get peaceful, to arrive in the safety, comfort of our bodies, regardless of what is going on in the mind, and we'll get to all of the felt sense states, but just knowing that I'm safe to breathe this body for a moment and be present with what is. Breath, pranayama, the ability to change our energy state through intentional breath practices. And today we will add a layer we call mantra. Mantra, manastrai, is a tool to help the very busyness of the mind become settled. The mind is not going to stop. Those are dead people's goals. Meditation doesn't make your mind silent. What we're working towards is helping the mind to settle back, to take the back seat, so that we can lean in, explore, understand, feel our broader sensory systems that are available to us. The sitting, the finding the interior space, the power of breath helps to calm our nervous system so that we can be present. The layers of mantra help the mind to work in a different vibration so that those sensory system pieces, those little data points and information, they take precedence within us. So the meditation we're going to work with this week is based on the mantra Sa Ta Na Ma. 4 base sounds that have come through thousands of years that relate to the infinite truth and the cycle of life as we experience it. No fixing, no running, no determining, being in tune with that flow, that cycle of life. So, if that sounds like something that will serve you, find your comfortable space. Take a moment to get peaceful, maybe closing down the eyes, returning to that safe, cozy home created within your own unique body. You can take a couple of long, deep breaths here. If you work in a specific tradition that has a way that you tune into this space, engage it now. And then I'll invite you to take your index finger and thumb and press them together lightly. Extend the arms out over your knees. Roll your shoulder heads back and down. Return to the closed eye space. Focus at the brow point. This can be done in silence, with a whisper, in full voice. You can use this or anything you choose. feels complete. You can interlace your fingers at the heart center, palms touching. Relax your shoulder heads down. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Big exhale. Relaxing your hands down, allowing yourself to stay in that inner space for a moment. In honoring of these small soul steps, that was 5 minutes. There will be a full 11-minute recording on the free program on the site. Meditation is not a scary thing. It's not specialized and for special people. It's a practice of learning to listen to our interior space, open our vast sensory system so that we understand more and more. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Stay tuned for next week. We'll continue to build into these spaces. And as always, if you have any questions, feel welcome to reach out. jsuttonbrown.com, manipurayogacollege.com. Satnam.